is BBC One. Good afternoon. Now, the news headlines with Matthew and Wala.
Now, straight to breaking news coming in here at the BBC, and we've just had confirmation that Barry Thomas is leaving us to go to ITNA, or ITN, whatever they do. Barry, good luck, have fun, and we hope to see you back here at the BBC very soon. That news just into us. Now then, what's camera eye on, Chris? Is the tie straight?
Do you remember her? Oh, I remember her. She was a very secretive person, but a very cool operator.
She was a legend in these parts.
What do you remember of her? Oh, she was a hard taskmaster. God, she had neat.
Don't believe a word of it. None of it's true.
Get the truth. Giving you sound, darling. The Pippa Holloway story. Tonight at 6:30 on BBC One.
And it's time for some fun now on BBC One. It's CBBC with Andrew.
How are you doing? Welcome to CBBC One. It's 3:25 and a very special day here at CBBC One because it is time to say a very sad goodbye to one of the BBC broadcast staff. It's Barry Thomas. He's off to ITN. We just want to say good luck to you. I've never met you, mate, but I have to say your ability to run network is legendary. Top stuff. See you soon.
From Secretary on the BBC Reserve to PA on the repeater. From Network Director to my current godlike state. Join me for Giving You Sound, Darling, my story, after the news on BBC One.
Now on BBC One, the news with George Alagaya and Sophie Rayworth.
At 6 o'clock, thanks very much. Barry Thomas leaves B&P, BBC Broadcast, Australian Bank, or whatever it's called now.
After 4.5 years, he's flouncing off to join ITN. Hello and welcome to the 6 o'clock news.
First tonight, a dramatic resignation. Not since the departure of Director General Greg Dyke has the corporation faced such turmoil. Today, amid chaotic scenes and a number of technical problems, Network Director Barry Thomas left to pursue new challenges.
Barry, or as he was sometimes known, Barney, will be remembered by BBC colleagues as one of the, well, finest directors of his generation. His ability to quickly cut a BBC Two symbol onto BBC One was legendary. Now, as he prepares to choreograph Mark Austin and Nina Hussain on the ITV early evening news, friends and staff he leaves behind will be considering his legacy and what will happen to them.
And naturally, Fergus Walsh is here with his special graphics to tell us more.
Well, I'm very sorry, we're having some technical problems. And in fact, I'm being told we won't be able to go back to the 6 o'clock news. Instead, here's London Tonight. What's this? BBC announcer introducing an ITV programme. Come on, Matthew, this is business now. You've got to get with it.
Hello there, I'm Sarah Gentry.
And I'm Becky Wright, and welcome to this special programme from London Tonight.
Barry Hugh Thomas was born at 2:30 on the 6th of June 1978 at Herts and Essex Hospital in Bishop Stortford. A beautiful and easy-going baby. So easy-going, in fact, that the first 5 days of his life he only ever woke up to feed.
We tried in vain to get a picture of Barry Jr. smiling, but it seems as if he always had a frown on his face, even when riding on a rocking horse or being fed his very first pint.
His first playgroup was at Barnston, and his first taste of fame came in the local Observer paper as he asked from the Wendy house, "Want to come in to play?" So many gags, so little time.
It was after a high-profile transfer to Swallowfield's playgroup that Barry's inquisitive nature first came to light. One of the leaders decided that Barry was going to be a policeman in later life. Such was his nosy nature. He always wanted to know what was going on and was definitely one of those why kids.
In 1985, the family left Essex and moved up to Caythorpe in Lincolnshire. By the age of 11, Barry's thirst for knowledge had developed into a somewhat disturbing obsession with coaches. With mum and dad and both teachers and 2 little sisters, every time anyone went on a school trip, Barry had to know everything about the coach, from the name of its operator to its size, number of seats, colour, even the toilet facilities. So, Barry, easy tiger, this is for you.
It was in Caythorpe that Barry met the Cottons. Although it was Laura who eventually joined him in London and at the Beeb, it was with Laura's brother Dan that Barry worked the Caythorpe Children's Party circuit under the guise of TC discos. Already developing his own unique image and ever the showman, Barry was always the one with the microphone.
Sir Thomas William Robertson High School was the next port of call, where he was very active in school life, and it was here that the policeman premonition came true. He played a copper in not 1, but 2 school plays. These pictures show Barry singing in one of those productions. Oh. If only we could have heard that. Lovely voice, Barry.
It was off to Newark next for a BTEC in Media Studies, and when he's a big name in Hollywood, remember, you saw his early work here first. How about this future classic about the Green Cross Code, starring his mum?
Captain Mad!
Connie buries her head in her pillow. She fiddles with her hair for comfort.
And there's a rather sinister touch of Hitchcock about this appearance as a drunk driver running over his own sister.